It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the PWHPA professional hockey player, Samantha Donovan. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about what it was like playing for Browm University in college?
Yeah, it was a super incredible experience, both academically and athletically. I don't know if I would have had the same opportunity without hockey. It was just super fun. I felt like I really grew as a person and as an athlete.
What was it like putting on that Browm University hockey jersey?
It was really special. I know not everyone gets that opportunity to play post high school, so it was just always an exciting time to be putting on the jersey and playing for my team and the fans around us.
What was a typical game day like playing with Browm University, and what were some of your accomplishments?
It's a long day in college. You pretty much get up, you have team breakfast or lunch or both. And then you have pregame stretching and just being with the team pretty much all day, all night. And then getting ready for the game, just mentally, like for yourself and with the team. It was really fun. Personally, I was captain my junior and senior years, so that was really fun. Like I was pushed out of my comfort zone a little bit in the beginning, just to learn how to be a leader. So just a different role.
What was that feeling like of leading your team your junior and senior year and being captain?
It was cool. Again, it was something like I wasn't really expecting going into my junior year, but I felt a lot more comfortable going into my senior year. And I think, again, it pushed me to be more of a leader outside of just sports. So I was very grateful for the opportunity.
Of course, coming out of your senior year, did you know that you wanted to play professional hockey?
It's actually kind of funny. I didn't even know that there was a professional league. I don't know if you recognize the name Amanda Boulier, but I played against her. She was a coach at Yale, and she reached out to one of my coaches and asked if I would be interested in playing in their last couple of games with the Whale. And when my coach told me about this, I was like, I don't know anything about professional hockey. I didn't even know it was an option. So it's probably my fault for being naive and just not knowing. But it was really funny. I ended up taking a car out to Connecticut by myself and then living literally in Amanda's closet. So I did that for like a week or two. And obviously I had to do my work too, but it was just super fun. And just like it came out of nowhere at the time.
What was it like coming? You said that you signed obviously during your senior year. So what was it like giving up part of the rest of your senior year to play professionally with the Connecticut Whales?
Um, it was fine. I didn't really miss a whole lot of like the school part. It was mostly prepping for finals work, so I didn't miss like school stuff besides maybe some of the social aspect, but it was an incredible opportunity to meet new people and really kick off my professional career.
What was it like signing obviously with the Connecticut Whales and putting on that green Connecticut Whales jersey?
It was super cool. I just, like I said, I wasn't expecting it at all. So to just be in a new environment, new players, new coaches, different like mentality, it's just such an honor and it was so fun.
What was a typical game day like when you were with the Connecticut Whales?
I would say it's like pretty much the same as college, a little different in the fact that you're kind of on your own. You don't have to go to team meal and do all of like the team stuff beforehand. Besides like when you get to the rink, there's team stretching and stuff. So it's a little bit more independent, more, I don't know, I felt more like an adult, more professional, I guess. So it was fun.
What was it like, obviously, whenever you went from Connecticut Whales to obviously signing with the Minnesota Whitecaps? What was that like for you?
It was different, but it was kind of a long time coming because I missed Minnesota. My family's here, friends are here. So it was nice to come back home and play in front of friends and family for the first time in like 4 or 5 years. But like I said, I had so much fun with Connecticut. It was so different, and I loved it.
How is it like obviously having that hometown feel and obviously having your hometown fans see you play professionally hockey with Minnesota Whitecaps?
It was crazy. I mean, Connecticut was a smaller venue, so it was a little bit different fan wise, but coming home to Minnesota, I think they sold out for like every game. So it was pretty cool. And just seeing my family in the stands. I mean, they'd come out a couple times when I was at Browm. But it's different, obviously playing professional.
What was it like obviously putting on that hometown hockey jersey for Minnesota and representing not just you, but the whole state of Minnesota being the hometown?
It was cool. I mean, we're the state of hockey, so I mean, as you can imagine, like just seeing so many people out in the stands of all ages, whether it's little to just older player or like ex-players and stuff. It was just really cool.
What was the feeling like of having both worn the Connecticut Wells green jersey and the blue and black Minnesota jersey and having your name on the back?
I mean, they kind of felt the same, to be honest. It's just an opportunity to grow the game and get more exposure out for women's hockey.
What was the media day like for you?
It wasn't that big when I was there. I mean, they had like some pre-game media stuff. They had Twitter, I believe, going on at the time, but it wasn't as big as it is today.
What was the transition like from you from going from the NWHL to now where you are now with the PWHPA?
It's been different. Both I would say mostly for the better. I was really interested in like the 3 practices a week with the PW, as opposed to 2. I also got the opportunity to play with my cousin Maddie Rooney, who played on the Olympic team or plays on the Olympic team. So it was really fun because I've never actually played with her before, and we're like best friends. So it was super fun. And I'm glad I made the switch to just try something new.
What is that feeling like of obviously playing with your cousin who is an Olympian?
It's fun. Like I said, we've been best friends since we were little. We're only like a year and a half apart. So it was fun to just be on the same team, same ice, and knowing that, I mean, throughout our whole lives, we never really crossed paths. I never was on the same team as her, and I never really played against her because she was playing boys. So it's just, I only have like a few years left, and probably, I mean, same with her. So to like end off like that was super fun, and I've enjoyed it.
Of course, playing in the PWHPA, what is it like playing with Olympian gold medalists and Olympian medal people?
It's cool. There's the talent is crazy. I mean, the players in the NWHL are super talented as well. But the PW is just, I mean, they're Olympians. They're so good, and I'm just trying to stay afloat.
What was it like, obviously, putting on the PWHPA Minnesota home jersey, obviously being home in Minnesota?
So my first game experience was playing in Madison Square Garden, which I don't know how you could ever top that. I mean, everyone talks about it, dreams about it. And so just to be in that moment was amazing. It's something I'll never forget.
What was that feeling like of obviously going to Madison Square Garden and gearing up to obviously play in front of the fans in Madison Square Garden?
It was awesome. Like just building up to that week. I mean, everyone always, like I said, everyone always talked about Madison Square Garden. All of like the famous players played there. And so to like be a part of that was just crazy and super fun and rewarding. I mean, fans wise, like we couldn't really have fans because of COVID, which was super unfortunate, but we made it fun. And hopefully we'll be back at some point.
What is it like playing in the PWHPA each week and playing teams like New Hampshire, New Hampshire, and Connecticut?
I mean, last year I feel like was a really weird year, and it was my first year, so we didn't really play anyone else besides the New Hampshire team. And it was kind of hard to like define a schedule at that point, but it was, I don't know.
What are some of your future plans in this coming up year playing?
I mean, I'm kind of playing it day by day. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Obviously the Olympians will be back next year and people will be graduating, and we'll see just where women's hockey goes, whether there's more teams, more opportunities. I haven't really thought that far ahead, I guess.
What is it like seeing your fans and obviously getting to meet your fans and taking autographs and taking photos with them?
Oh, it's so rewarding. I mean, you grow up playing the sport and then seeing people like support you and your team, and like someday you hope that, especially for like the younger girls, like someday like they can strive towards the professional league. So it's just, like I said, very rewarding.
What is it like seeing your fans obviously still wear your Connecticut and Minnesota jersey along with your PWHPA jersey?
It's kind of funny at this point. I feel like I've been everywhere, but I guess it shows that women's hockey is just growing in all states, all over the country and Canada and wherever else. So it's cool.
What are some of your game day routines and rituals like?
I'm a little less superstitious than I used to be. I guess the only thing that I do is I make sure I have like a solid meal before, and then I tape my stick and I put my stuff on right to left, but that's it.
Who are some of the players that you look up to in the hockey community?
Growing up, it was Chrissy Wendell. Probably not like too, I'm sure people know who that is still. But my dad coached her when I was just a baby. So I'd always go to the rink. I was a rink baby and my mom would bring me in. I always wanted to be like her. And then I would say today, I look up to Kendall Coyne. I mean, she's a little bit tall, like maybe an inch taller than me. But she's super fast, like carries herself well on and off the ice. And I think that a lot of girls obviously look up to her for a reason.
Who are some of your favorite players you played with and against in the NWHL?
Good question. Well, I'm going to say Amanda Boulier for sure, because she introduced me to professional hockey, and really took care of me, took me under her wing. And then she ended up going to Minnesota, I think the same year that I did. And so I enjoyed always playing with her. I don't know how I would feel playing against her because she's so good. But yeah, and then I guess now for the PW, I loved all of the Olympians. They're really supportive on and off the ice and good teammates to have.
Of course, with the PWHPA having Olympians, what is it like to learn from the Olympians that are on the highest stage of them all?
I mean, it's a learning curve every single day. The speed is just so different, especially going from college to professional. It's just a lot faster, more physical, more strategic. I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like I'm learning every single practice.
What are some of your future plans in your hockey career as you still obviously play?
I mean, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet next year. Again, just playing it by year. But if I'm not playing hockey, I still want to help grow the game. If I'm not even playing, I want people to strive to play professional hockey at all ages.
What advice would you give college hockey players looking to play college hockey?
I would say like always practice like everyone's watching. Do your best every single day, and most importantly, have fun. Doesn't matter what age you are, whether it's whatever, U12, high school, college, it goes by so fast. I remember in high school, I was like, like I played in 7th grade and I was like, I'll have all this time. I have more years than most people. And it went by so fast. And then college came, and as a freshman, I was like, oh, I have 4 years, and then it just flew by again. So just have fun with it, because not everyone gets that opportunity to play.
What advice would you give college hockey players and even professional hockey players that are looking to play professionally, whether it's in the PWHPA or the PHF?
I mean, just continue to grow the game. I mean, practice every single day, practice hard. Obviously everyone's watching, everyone's kind of like, what's next for women's hockey? So it's our job to just play like professional athletes, practice outside of practice, do what we need to do on and off the ice, and just grow the game.
What advice would you give current and future players playing professional hockey?
Kind of the same thing, like grow the game, make it known. I feel like we're just now still like, it's spreading, but we need more attention towards it. And I think by us being enthused about it, more people will listen and watch.
Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
I have a Twitter and an Instagram. I'm Sam Donovan 32 on both of those.
Thank you again, Samantha Donovan, for your interview, and best of luck in your future in the PWHPA.
Thank you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Samantha Donovan, for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.